What have you heard? What have you heard in the press today? What have you heard in the press today? Time for press review. Call us on 0212 617140 or send us a message on 0971 555 885. Press review from 13:30 to 14 hours. What have you heard in the press today?
It is a lovely good afternoon to you. Welcome to your press review. This is the Monday edition of it, and it happens to be the 14th day in the month of July 2025. My name is Victor Mwanza.
My name is Lukonisha Sakala.
Well, you'll be getting through to us on 0955 855 953. That's for your live calls, and for your text messages, you can simply send us a text message on 076 89122. Also, we're live on DSTV's channel 916. We're also live on Top Stars channel 91, and you can also find us on GoTV 302. Facebook, we're live on Sun FM Zambia. Get to tell a friend that they can also participate using those platforms. Well, we get straight to our first story that we have on our press review. Now, the Economics Association of Zambia, EAZ, has accused oil marketing companies, OMCs, of deliberately holding fuel in an attempt to create artificial shortage and profit from petrol future price increase. 0955 855 953 is the number that you're calling us on. Well, we lost you. You can call us right back. Let's try to squeeze in a call.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, madam.
Hi, who's on the line?
Thank you. This is the voice of the voices, Mr. Siu, calling from Ndora.
All right, please go ahead.
I'm quite a total chantan. Yeah, Nimfa finder in Sakala, but you are the champion. Pulan Kalipusan FM Quena. We think what. In a sender for Yona Chumpaka Cherpa newspaper Pikiku Kuchimoemwe. Where some people vary because of what very render a moment of healthy. You know, that is the problem that we have with Zambians. When we are given an opportunity to go back to Abantu, we are too selfish. What about other people that will feel out like this? There is no medicine. That's why sometimes some of us we do say, to the person of it's a chain. Whatever they can need to buy in to Patara, but he said to the patient, so I would like to urge the government, you could just nice bones for in the Romo Chapa. Paka patient, Uba Tinga, Abantu, then no club at some money, so that Uma Hospital, then those people should be arrested. But because of lack of medicine.
And your time is up. Remember, you are allocated a minute of your time when you call us right back. Messages, perhaps stories?
Yes, we do have some messages that have come in and are coming through. We can start by reading each and every one of them. And, we start from the very beginning. My press review is what I heard on Millennium Radio about a certain chief in Southern Province saying PF must be deregistered is unfortunate, coming from a chief who even has PF members in his kingdom. A chief should be a unifier, not a divider. Mr. Mape in Luwansha. Good afternoon, Victor Moses from Chilila Wombwe. My PR is on what I heard on Sun FM Midday News today. FRA has done a marginal increase to the maize floor price for 2025, according to the government spokesperson, Honorable Motwa. The biggest problem is that FRA has not yet started buying the maize from the farmers, and we don't know why. They can't even say moisture content. Maize has poorly dried. Finally, my heartfelt condolences to the family of our senior citizen, Mr. Solomon Sakala of North Rise in Dola. We are mourning together the demise of Mr. Sakala. Will greatly miss his voice on radio. He was a voice of reason and maturity. Good afternoon, Coco and Victor. My PR is what I heard on Sun FM Midday News. The Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Matwa has announced the increase of maize prices from 330 kwacha to 340 kwacha. Yes, it's a good move. In fact, they have to increase up to 360 kwacha, 50 kg bag of maize. In his case, the farmers will be glad. My condolences to senior citizen Mr. Sakala from Chuma, Sydney, Vasido in Chidiland.
0955-855-953. And in more stories, UPND Deputy National Spokesperson Elvis Nkandu says the Socialist Party and Tonse Alliance strategy of fielding different candidates for the upcoming Fue parliamentary by-election will not work. And UPND Deputy Secretary General Gertrude Imenda says the decision of fielding separate candidates shows that the opposition is disorganized. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Victor Mabombashan.
Mkwai mwa bombeni bantu endana bena.
Abamulera ndana bena niba novice chola aka Mr. Badi wa Staraka Immunishindi Panshindi.
Ngabakonkanya pomkwai.
Mkwai. Ili ashitwa chumfa kule jochi mwemwe. Na mkichire fiuko kuini kuli pa front page. Kotu achumfa ati ba lafe onakatinda. Watacharenji kwa ati ba maewa na rumango. Wale muleka kwa tini mini bakada. I want to challenge Mr. Lafe onakatinda. Ba lafe onakatinda nikuli soko mwafuma. Mwe soko mwafuma. Because hiyo PF yote yenu. Mwafuma kuye mwe mjuko mwaona wala mwe mji mwatafuti mu PF futi mwe plaida futi ukona wala futi. Nema mwe afuashani chara. Umufiasha repera statement mu parliament. Mwe always accusing, always blaming tamwa katashepu. Mwamonaka that's why tukwatira na opposition leader mu Zambia. Mwamonaka tamule tuafwa mwema opposition leader. Mwe ngama yakuta mkwe bati mteke vetaro mukari ya tawena Zambia ndarama. Ifo tuwakani. They can never let take it out of a stick.
Or coming through 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Stories?
All right, as we continue, we get to read more stories. 2 pharmacy technologists and a police officer have been found guilty of stealing drugs with over 200,000 kwacha destined for Nangoma Mission Hospital. Hello, good afternoon.
One Zambia, one nation. Kufwana, no kwafwana. You're talking to Kebi, Gary Angire, Shiratuamba, friendly city. Mabombeni mazista.
Mkwai Mabombeni.
Mabomba febuno. Victor, tunamisakira kutwetisia zimwe leko, nzira Mr. Bagi, muri kwali.
Nide chabe buino, nenze mfeud. Thank you very much. Kindly go ahead.
Mkwai, ichikuli bafakara kwena mwe wabonale muchibo. Nasenda kwa fanya shira kuivo imitiri abazamula ili zamusa. Mama nakati batunde ndama ena yatu. Nade bosana bantu bakati we muntu bomba ubuteko kutule biro buteko kuti. Ati mina pointing authority na bale lokesha wale ka point lo president abataka kushita point ma minister of health. Wewe kutabira bali badisi watero kupira. Bantu bakushita point bale. Bamona. Tata kushita point watu muntu wanga point utari bo mtu kuti. So point authority bale lokesha. Andia chimone na tukapata ni fungia kwa bale jana kanedi. Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming through. Well, there's a lot of stories, and you would definitely be amused that some of them Yamatawa Mumut. Now, Finance and National Planning Minister Dr. Stompeko Msokotwane says the introduction of a minimum alternative tax is an initiative of ensuring that informal sector contributes to the economy by paying tax. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Mr. Muzendelan Masad Bomasa.
Kindly go ahead, please.
Thank you. Nane president ile yakumbutswa yo tukutwa ufuko kwa wati. No mutengo mtu walisa 200 something kwacha, some kubika pa 3,000. Ndiyo ashina chacha yakitika msango kwa furi wabu ikata. Ewa leo na lo utekwa utapari furi kita one dipani. Mukumulingana previous government ya diko sintisto leo mfati the same thing.
Ichako sometimes muti waliko mtengo umbi na walundo mutipa mtengo umbi. Takema kaone lipani nyao. 3,000 takuninga mayiku sapati po muntu wanga sio mutipa 3,000. Yo muntu wa mtango fude bamuikata. Bamtona punishment. Bantu wanaoleni ya bantu abakutu impo kulunga kwa muti.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953. Stories, perhaps text messages?
Zamsa bought drugs. Good afternoon, Madam Coco and Mr. Victor Mwanza. My press review comes from the News Diggers paper where I read about, and I quote, that inflated 1,600% without negotiating from an audit that reveals. My humble appeal to all the lawmakers is that they come up with a bill which will allow and reflect the will of the people by separating the power of the legislature and judiciary from the executive. By removing the oath of allegiance from public officers such as the Anti-Corruption Commission, Drug Enforcement Commission, Director of Public Prosecutions, among others, on account that we have seen from former cabinet minister who served from the previous administration being prosecuted, is that the former ACC didn't have an opportunity to invest in them or just politically motivated. Good day, Coco, and God bless our country, Zambia. I'm Chungu M, the multitude of the people in Chililabombwe.
0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Victor. Mambashana wa Coco.
Mkwaito abamba fe kuna bantu enda bena.
Twabamba fe wino no bana banda kamenza ishambu bakamfuti.
Mkwenga bakonkanya pomkwe.
Mkwe. Yashi yena ture umfwerio. Watu abaleberenga. Ya kusende impia wa chita estimate into over. Wa chita estimate into low then impia wa chita over. So ukwiba kwena mu government tapaka pwe. Koza abantu tababekata. Bafuya bapera discipline ngalu fyanye efyo fintu bamwikata no kumwikata tifwa saine tefo kifiro kuba ifintu fya ise fino nempya wa saine ikulo ni shuku ibiro buteko takwa akapwe bala tushya mwemye sha kutaba ifofwe bakita tukwanisho kushtemiti twasanga from hospital miti tamuli yo kashiteni awo nega sidaba anko sakala ya bipa sane wawe lesa so mwine ni shana ifix.
Thank you very much, Nabanda. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on. Perhaps some more stories. Now, Kamfinsa PF Member of Parliament, Christopher Kangombe, says the rampant cases of illegal mining across the country are an indication that the policies that government has put in place to address these issues have failed. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Unelanda na wajoni milambo wale tumofu mkuchirila womwe.
Mkwaye, ngaba konkanya pomkwaye.
Mkwaye, press review andi, imtu na chumforu chiropa front page. Kuko warasi wanakachinda wale tosha nyana wa wana lumango pamulandi wa parliament uko asukana ku monoko wa chifi chile moneka kwa chiwa mayo chiwa banga abantu abenga sekera mu mufwa yawa ediga jagwa lungu pamulandi wa fintu mofo icho opinion yangi kuchina mwakwati tafya fwe sana ngechalo chile fwa kwa kurubalirwa wa opposition bafuire walolekesha inshila iyala twafuamo pakwe wachi tutwale uyantanji pantanji then walulingi partner wabene bafuire walolekesha kumono kwe wachi isa yakulanga kufintu sana fisha twafwe tapali fyala bombeka tukate kufintu fyala leto uyantanji tumone kuntanji amanyisa yala parliament mfunda shile fwa kwa washibuli mibadi dinya matawata wala apoke mpia matawa wale twala fe kwa fwa. So ma points ya refo kwa na malaiti noti vya kwewa chuyu ambo kusonto yu palastike za fyomfa fimbi so ipota vya tuwafu sana ala wai
Coming through stories, Coco, text messages.
We do have some text messages that have been or that are coming through. The first one reads, Good afternoon, Sun FM Radio and TV. I'm Christopher Siame from Dola. I'm compelled to share my thoughts regarding a recent discussion on Radio Jumwe's Big Breakfast Show. The allegations of a senior government official that Zamsa embezzling medicine, thereby depriving the poor, are deeply concerning. It's disheartening to see recurring instances of corruption hindering Zambia's development. I humbly urge our president to consider taking decisive action against corrupt individuals with Zamsa and this behavior mirrors the previous regime's shortcomings. The current administration was expected to bring about change, but it seems more of the same is happening. May I conclude by paying tribute to the late Mr. Sakala. May his soul rest in peace. Good afternoon, Zambia. My PR is from Sun FM Radio, where tones say other opposition parties have filed in different candidates. That's a sign of failure. These opposition parties we have will fail a very big margin against the famous UPND. Banda Hendricks from Kafula Futa Mission.
0955-855-953.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Madam Coco.
Hi, who's on the line with us?
Abaniba Toronto Pili Parwashap.
All right, Kutima Konkani Pua Toronto.
Press is ni nativa kwa ide tumamu. Ni info mkono to Western share at PF by director. Ichichene info mshata chifire shalandese. Info mshifire chate pakati. Because info mngatangwa chafi no ko one side you. Kabado kwa tola for Vena Zambia. Kuba de sabati kuba de ruban. At least info mshifire chate no kubeka kapangi. Because if info mnashena chala leta divided in process. Kwambo kupatu kana mcharo cha Zambia ni Zambia one nation. Hebu chifiro kubesa.
Thank you very much for coming through. Now, it hesitated Chief Chikazia Munyama has called on the Registrar of Society to deregister the Patriotic Front PF, describing the former ruling party as a threat to national security and unity. In an interview, Chief Kazia of the Ila-speaking people of Southern Province said PF leaders have shown bitterness and unwillingness to accept defeat from the 2021 general elections. 0955-855-953 is the number. We lost you, but Coco do have some text messages with her.
All right, and in some more stories that we have, a 28-year-old man from Mamba in Sinazongwe district has died after being allegedly beaten by unknown individuals following a quarrel at the market where he was delivering goods. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, this is Coco.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Who do we have on the line?
It's Chanda from Undowa.
Chanda, kindly go ahead, please.
My name is coming from Medina. I think for some kids who are calling upon the government to put someone PF. I think that's a miscall because you are let number problem. They know where Gambo Plande. So, Elando Covastaling, I can that. You think to wonder the Pamokanche and Salayo in Zambia. Tanke you do in Zambia. Tanke na tonje sisi kama abantu ngani ngizoba because kuli abantu abalefa so petsalangile. Welcome my brother and sister.
Thank you very much for coming through. You do have text messages?
Not yet, but we do have more stories if we can continue.
Yes,
the Ministry
please.
of Local Government and Rural Development's Permanent Secretary, Gabriel Pollen, has urged Mpika Town Council to reduce its dependence on government funding by leveraging technology and adopting a business development approach to boost revenue.
And in some more stories, Chief Government spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa says it is deeply disrespectful to equate Vice President Mtalena Lumango to a mere political cadre in response to criticism from PF Faction Secretary General Rafael Nagachinda. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
Mr. BK on the line.
Mr. Baker, perhaps your name and your full names.
Mr. Brian Kamawe.
Mr. Brian Kamawe, kindly go ahead, please.
Thank you so much. President Njina mfide pa Saturday pa Radio Chimomwe News. Na mfide kwa basi kantivia member of parliament wanasa nchanda. Watasha government na pamwandu wa development ile kula kumia kwa kantivia constituency. Na abakule spatala, na abakule mina bawamye misebo, na mamocha yashali kolero mu don government. Na yafika kuya kantivia constituency. Kashi kutotela pali banasa nchanda. Ozubena ngafya bombeka. Baratasha government efiro ko umuntu biloti ngodi mu parliament uresho baba no be fimitu uresho baba no be kala panchi hao efo twiro ko baba fuye barara kuratasha ma development koma constituency kunyo so ba nafa njanda lesa mipale. God bless you. Thank you my lovely brother Bomberi way.
Thank you very much for coming through. More stories?
Yes.
Text messages?
Secretary to Cabinet Patrick Kangwa has urged internal auditors in the public sector to uphold transparency and professionalism in their service to the Zambian people. And in some messages, my PR is from Sun FM over the death of Mr. Sakala. Condolences to the family. Danny from Pongwe.
And in some more stories, Chief Chikwanda of the Bemba-speaking people of Mchinga province has commended government's initiative to construct policies for chiefs, stating that the decent accommodation will boost their status in communities. Chief Chikwanda says if a palace is not okay, some traditional leaders will not be taken seriously. 0955 855 953 is the number. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Cabo.
Kindly go ahead, please.
Ndetenda kwe abachifu abo bakuna mwana ngani kubayira abo bachifu tabalandire bwino ko batwatezidire register PF yalikuwa tama followers abengi sana so bachifu ro yawe yakuchita immediate bafude kuba pakati notification bambo kuba ngani mbimfumu yachi bakunobe mpati ngeyachilandete ngakwati wana press conference nama press briefing to batairandire bwino so ke mfumu tairingire ile randese na totra mkwa press review ndinachikwata mkwa.
All right, thank you very much. To stories.
In text messages
you do have a
from
lot,
Davis
right?
Chiwe, my press review is on Zesco load shedding. Balandile at the end of July. Now today is 14th July. My question is, what is government saying and doing about it? Mr. HH's promise. Right. Good afternoon, Sun FM. My PR is going to Mr. Sakala. Rest in peace, Papa. May Almighty God continue blessing you in Jesus' name. Your legacy remains. Honorable Elvis Kashilowe from Dola in Masala. My press review is what I heard on Radio Phoenix about the death of the former Nigerian President Muhammad Buhari dying in London. African leaders must learn to have world-class medical facilities. Mr. Zulu in Dola.
And in some more stories, Airtel Zambia says it has acknowledged the sanction imposed on it by Zicta of 5.2 million kwacha compensation to consumers for data services outage and the 828,000 fine for breaching consumer protection regulation. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mwane.
This is Victor and Coco or Lukonsha. Who do we have on the line?
My name is Chibale. Yeah.
Mr. Chibale, kindly go ahead, please.
Yeah, this concerning illegal miners Kukumu Fungu. You know, here in Zambia, Takulina, Takakwatama millionaires, and the government, you say it's a Porila Chingavan to Kuchimekwate in Galama. Ama mines, you say, Tichakuma foreigners. So what is the Zambian citizen or the Zambia in large benefiting? Because Nangu, I'm a construction, I'm a bricklayer, my foreigners, I'm a driver, my foreigners. And yet in the mines used to produce our engineers. We used to make our own roads. When you go to South Africa, they are improving every day. We thank the government for the road, but so the congestion will continue. So we need the engineers, not engineers, they are just the rubber stamp.
Coming through and your 1 minute is up. It's 13:53. We still have about 7 minutes before we wrap up with your press review. Coco Stories.
All right, we do have some messages that have come in. Good afternoon, Sun FM Zambia. My press review is from social media reports that the court has upholded the earlier ruling of Honorable Chishimba Kambuli, who has been sentenced to 5 months in jail. This development has sparked concern among many who have committed similar offences. Let the law be blind, let the law be applied fairly. Let natural justice be administered to our people. I wish Honorable Kambuli a healthy stay during his time in jail. Let's reflect on the implications of this case. Ngoni warrior Francis Mashowo. My condolences to senior citizens Mr. Sakala. May your soul rest in peace. I'm Bonad Lwapula from Luwansha. Good afternoon, Sun FM. To deregister PF is not the way to go. Fix the economy and end this thing called load shedding. Anthony Mwitwa from Dola.
Electoral Commission of Zambia, should I say, ECZ Chief Electoral Officer Brian Kasoro says political parties' alliances should use campaign material showcasing colors, symbols, and other designs of a political party and images of candidates contesting in an election. 0955 855 953.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I know you are just two.
Good afternoon
Good
to you.
afternoon.
Thank you so much. Dominic Muyonda from Mondona.
Mr. Moyenda, please go ahead.
Kindly go ahead.
Thank you. Firstly, I want to convey my condolences to the Sakala family, Mr. Solomon Fandan Sakala. Certainly, as viewers, listeners, and callers who miss his valid and objective contributions. He was one of the foremost people that used to contribute to this great station. May his soul rest in peace. My press review goes to what you just read, one of the stories, where a chief from Namwala is calling upon the deregistration of one of the political parties, namely the PF. I think that's an untimely call, considering that this call is coming from a traditional leader. I think politics must never, at any instance, be seen to be involved in partisan politics. However objective the chief may have tried to be, I think some of these things or commentaries better be left to other people, because at the end of the day, it doesn't put community which, ladies and gentlemen, work well.
You too, and that was your time calling. 0955 855 953. My name is Victor Mwanza, and we're still together. Lukoncha Sakala is also here. This is your press review, and it's 13:56. We do have it about 13:57 rather. Text messages, Coco. Maybe we can exhaust them.
All right, good afternoon. My PR is what I heard on Radio Chimwemwe BB News about the finance minister planning to increase taxes on drink, cigarettes, and alcohol beverages so that they can be able to fund the supplementary budget. Why is the government not considering taxing the mines by introducing mineral loyalty and the greenfields mining, which has been neglected for a long time, than taxing Zambian companies? Chandawa Bonse, the independent governor.
In some more stories, Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa has urged farmers to prioritize selling their maize to FRIA rather than the briefcase buyers. 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Hey, wawombashani uko boss.
Mkatwa wambafe bwino, mantulenda na bena.
Madam koko mwawombashani.
Mkwa mabombeni.
Abanye bachibuta bale tumina kurwanisha.
Mkwa bachibuta.
Mkwa naindi bokusenda pe na chukwa kumile nyamuri ya Southern province ine nka imfumu ya.
Is it still there?
I think the network.
They are gone. It's the network after all. 0955 855 953. And a minute, you have text messages.
Our last message. Good afternoon. My take goes to the chief who said PF should be deregistered. A chief sure acting like a cadre. Also on Nagachinda to say Nalumango is acting like a cadre indeed. I will take that with him. Also Mutwa in Tonsa Alliance shouldn't be changing candidates. Why refusing them? Is it a forcing matter? Let them do what they want. There is democratic right. I'm Elias in Ndola. I heard it on Millennium Radio.
And in our last story, police in Northwestern Province, have arrested a 35-year-old woman of Matero Lusaka for being in possession of a suspected illicit substance during a routine security check in Mufumbwe district. Well, with that story, we can squeeze in a last caller. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thank you. Under 30 seconds, your name and what is your press review?
Yes.
This is Sun FM.
It's 2 p.m.
Sun FM.